All right, folks, welcome back to the back nine edition of the Bandon Dunes course vlog. We're playing Bandon Dunes, the original course of the property and where it's got its namesake. Designed by David McLay Kidd in 2000, this course packs a punch of views, wonderful greens, and stunning layouts. David McLay Kidd himself said that his technique for pleasing golfers is to offer the reveal, and he certainly does on many of these holes. The routing meanders across the Pacific Ocean, and on the back nine, we're going to get to what some people would call the signature hole, the 16th. It's a magical tee shot here. But we're going to start off on the 10th with a little bit of rain. We went and got a coffee, and then the rain started coming. Put on the jacket, and I'm thinking cut here all day, baby. So we learned on the front nine that all I can do is hit a cut with this warped old body of mine. Can't turn the club over anymore, so I'm just looking up the left side of this. See that bunker right there straight ahead? That's 230 to cover. So I'm looking at the left edge of that bunker, thinking cut. Instead, apparently I must have miscommunicated the language of cut into my hands and my legs and my hips and my shoulders and my elbows and my wrist, and somehow it got turned into the word draw. So we hit a big old draw down there, 362 from the back tees on 10. And up here we've got 95 yards. We've got a full 58-degree wedge. Pin is sitting right in a little bowl of cereal there on the left side. And I'm just thinking it's going in the hole. Pulled it a little left, and I might have caught it a hair heavy, but I thought it was a good shot. Pretty difficult to read this putt from off the green. Gave it everything I had, and unfortunately, everything I had right there was a no-lip bogey. All right, 11th hole. This hole is 384, and the green is kind of tucked around on the left there. So year of the cut, I'm just cutting this ball to the left side of the fairway, and lo and behold, it cuts across the entire fairway there. Not the prettiest shot I've ever had, and certainly not the longest. If this hole's 380, I've got 155 in, so that's into the wind, to be fair. A little uphill. Anyway, 8-iron, chunked it, and I'm starting to wonder if I'm not going to make it through the round.
That works.
Oh, man. It's so quick. 2 shots can drive any golfer crazy. Quite a long putt here for birdie. And we've got what is not a tap-in par, but it will be a tap-in bogey. Little lip service there. Rolls out. Oh, we gave that to me. Didn't come on, just give me that putt, please. Take my 5. All right, 12th hole. This is a magical par 3 here. It is playing 190 downhill, downwind, and for some reason I must have woken up and thought I was the Rock because I have an 8-iron in my hands. That was a miss club by all means. I mean, I hit it as hard as and well as I possibly could, and I'm still short of the green. But to be honest with you, the last thing I wanted to do was go long. This was a pretty good chip, actually. Pin high, just sort of didn't read it right. And here we have a par putt that would... I thought it was going to go in.
Good stroke.
Another tap-in bogey. And I really... You know, by the way, when golf started out, bogey was actually par. I don't know how it changed, but... 13th hole, 553, downwind, downhill, facing the preserve and the rest of Oregon and California and maybe even Mexico if you've got great eyes. This is what I like in a cut. It's more of a power fade, if you will, if I may say so myself. This ball really started exactly where I wanted, and everything was great about it. I didn't really get a number on the second shot, and you can't see the flag here. I walked around and kind of viewed it from the side there, and you can kind of see the pin. And from what it looked like, the yardage book was telling me that I probably had like 260. The hill in front of me was too much for a 5-wood to get around. So I hit what for me is this is like one of my favorite shots of a round, kind of. is like just some weird shot that like you're not really trying to hit, but you pull off. And I just wrapped this 5-wood right around that mound, and didn't know if it got on the green until we got really close. But yeah, I got on the green, long of the flag here, and eagle putt on the way. Really read this thing like it was a novel, and yeah, should be a tap-in birdie.
Yeah.
Nope, lip out, par. You know, a 3-putt par feels like a bogey, folks. I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to that feeling. And here, you know, again, this is, you know, 5th round in basically 2 days, 2.25 days here. So I'm not stressing myself out too much. Again, the process of filming definitely adds to it. 14th hole, 359, back into the wind. I'm teeing this ball low. And my swing thought here is basically, let's get the barbecue cooking because I'm going to roast. And the first thing I'm going to roast is this vice ball. So basically just try to whip up a little low cut. And sure enough, good ball. Almost pin high here. I don't know how they measure the holes, but I mean, if this is 360 from the backs, I mean, this hole, the green is tucked way on the right, so I'm trying to avoid those bunkers there. Hit a good shot. And this is 65 yards with my 58 degree. This is one of these ones where, you know, not much of a divot, and you can just feel the coating of the ball just get slapped by the grooves. And this thing came in with a lot of spin and just sat there. Another birdie chance, reasonably short putt, you know, 12 feet or so, and just wanted to, you know, this is a putt where you feel like you got good pace on it. It's got a good line. And then you just want to take your body and put it on a clothing hanger and just go into the closet for a couple years before you can come out and close. This is the Bandon Dunes vlog here is about how to not make a birdie when you have every chance in the world. But anyway, back-to-back pars. We're satisfied, folks. We're pumped. But you know, I'm 3 over, and I'm just thinking I want to get back down into a number here. You know, I don't play for score. I'm not a freak about score. Obviously, making these videos does exacerbate all of this because I'm super examining all of my shots. But this is not really the way I play. Usually, there's music playing. I'm not stressing. What's the difference between a bogey and a double? I've learned that
Eric,
score will never satisfy me in this realm of the game of golf. You know, I play golf for a curiosity that lies much deeper than a paper scorecard, and I don't save scorecards. I remember eagles. I remember making 11s. You know, it's all part of the sauce. And so, you know, why do I like Chinese food? Because it's sweet and salty, baby. You know, they've got it all mixed in there. Soft, juicy chicken with a crispy cover. You know, I mean, it's all about dichotomy, guys. Rose, the thorns and the rose. This was a really good tee shot here. 190 into the wind here, 4-iron, and this got the worst bounce of the century. Let's just face this. This was a really, really great shot. I was very happy with everything about it. This is just, luckily the ball is alive and I can find it. I don't have much of a backswing, so grab an 8-iron and just try to trundle up on the green here. That's a lot of elevation, and I'm just psyched to make it on the green. That was a really good shot. That was a very fun shot. That's one of the best parts of golf is these really challenging shots. Putts on the way, yeah, and just kind of overread it there, but at least, I don't know, at least I got it there, I guess. I mean, there's something positive. Tap in bogey. You know the name of the game. Do I make it? I do. Oh, we give that to me, don't we? Don't we give that to Eric? You call it a double if you want. Those of you that want to call it a double, go ahead. Give me one extra. I'm calling this a tap in. I'm too stressed to deal with this right now. Signature hole. 363 from the back tees. The pin has lasered at 285. I'm trying to see if I believe the number. The wind is right behind me off the right. 5-wood is not enough club to get the ball there. But for some reason, I picked the 5-wood out of the bag and basically hit one of the best 5-woods of the lifetime here. Felt really controlled in the tempo there. And just kind of started out towards the ocean and just fell back just left of the green. Now, folks, before you watch what happens next, I want to explain something here. Do you see the bird right now where it's right? There's a little tuft of grass on the right. So that's a hole where there's a bunker. And just past the flag, obviously, is the Pacific Ocean. And I've got to traverse about 30 to 25 yards of mowed down turf. And the truth is, I hit my 60 degree, and I looked back, and I actually, you'll see me, now I putt this from just off the green, and really did not give this nearly enough gusto, totally misread it. Basically, now I still have 30 feet, and this is for par, which is just, this is one of these things where you're just like, what am I even doing here? So just want to give you a thought here. I basically walked back after this hole and looked at the shot that I hit, and I tried to hit the wedge a couple more times, and I really wasn't able to hit that shot. The ball's a bit above my feet, so that another possibility of hitting it a little fat. So basically, there's a couple things going on here. What I really should have done is taken the putter and just hit it at the green and focused on speed. I basically didn't hit putter because I wouldn't be able to make it. And this is kind of I'm learning something about my own psychology of the game. It's like, well, just because you can't make it doesn't mean it's not the best shot. And so I should have basically putted it into the fat part of the green there and given myself a reasonable putt for birdie. But instead, I took what is a very low percentage shot and a very scary shot, especially for an amateur like myself. So really, as frustrating as walking off 16 was with basically driving the green and then 4 shots to get it in the hole, as frustrating as that was, I really feel like I learned a lot about my own game and like how I don't need to always focus on the flag. I mean, a lot of tour players, you'll say, what's the best way to lower your score as an amateur? And they'll say, middle of the green. Aim at the middle of the green. Stop trying to go for the pin. Here we have 389. I'm thinking just a cut up at those bunkers there on the left side. And I hit a really good shot here. It just went straight, flew those bunkers, and now we're somehow, up there. That was a big drive, and this grass here is dead, so it's kind of easy to get through. It's not very wet or anything. Choked down on a pitching wedge. I've got 115 into this flag, and I'm just trying to, I like the pitching wedge because it's got a bit of a thicker sole, and the bounce makes it a little easier to get through this rough rather than dig into it. So just choke down pitching wedge, a little half swing there, and there's a ridge right on the green, and it doesn't quite get up over that. So here we have a birdie try with, this putt looks to me like it's going a little left to right, and indeed it is, a little bit more than I thought. And, this is real right here, folks. This is 6 feet for par. Low side. I'll take it. 18 at Bandon Dunes. We're coming home. This is the 90th hole of the Bandon Dunes course vlogs. We've done Sheep Ranch, Pacific Dunes, Old Mac, Bandon Trails. And right now you're watching the back 9 and the last shot of all of these vlogs. 18th hole tips out at 543. Kind of bends around to the right. So I'm looking for a cut up the left side. Well, unfortunately, I go a little over the top with a closed club face and off the toe. Somehow got it in the short stuff, but not my strongest attempt. And here's where basically a caddy would have really helped me, because I'm looking at the course book and I can't really see over the rise here from where I'm standing. But I thought it was telling me that there were bunkers on the left, and I just didn't want to be in a bunker from 120 out. So I was looking kind of more at the triangle in the main hotel. I didn't hit a good shot, but course management wise, I wasn't really looking in the right place. So hit a low cut that sort of sailed off into the ravine. So I take my drop here at 85 yards out, and with the 58 degree here, caught this one a little thin. It's below my feet, and probably could have done a little better job with the drop, to be honest with you. But Yeah, caught this one thin and then had a massive kind of mount. Oh, there's my hotel room right over there. I was staying at the inn right across from 18. I watch people struggle with the 18th green all day. I'm actually in that room right now. Oh my gosh, I'm in that room watching someone else play the 18th green right now as I do the voiceover. Anyway, that was a weird moment. So this is you got to get up over this ridge, get the ball down, rolling away. I straight up do not have the talent to hit this shot, especially after 90 holes of golf and 25 miles of walking and 16 hours of driving. And so we've got about 5 feet for double bogey. I'm actually in the room right there, staring at myself, trying to hit this putt. Well, it's nice to finish on something that can go in the hole, even though it's a double bogey. Ended up with a 43 on the back nine, totaling my highest score of the week, 88 at Bandon Dunes. Definitely had better rounds, but I've never filmed it for all of you to see, which is itself an enriching experience. So that's the end of the back nine of Bandon Dunes, one of the best back nines in all of golf. You've got some incredible views and some incredible holes. Between the good and the bad, there's nothing that will take away from an incredible memory of a trip like this, where we've sealed every shot from the round inside of a time capsule. So when I'm 80 years old, I'll be able to go back and watch this. Maybe I'll be thinking then, I was a better golfer now. Hope I don't ever say that. But anyway, enjoy your next round, folks. Thanks for watching the vlogs. Thanks for your comments. Want to thank everybody who created Bandon Dunes, from the architects to the owners to the business partners, McKee. Want to thank the staff at Bandon Dunes and the wonderful family that they've created here for allowing us to come out here and enjoy rustic golf at its finest in the US of A. Make sure you get a chance to check out Bandon Dunes on your next trip to Oregon. You won't be disappointed. Some of the best golf in the world, hands down. And again, folks, it doesn't matter how you play, it just matters how you play.